G'day everybody and welcome back to the, just welcome back. As you can see, I'm in the back of my forklift, well, looking out the back. I am actually recording this on the same day as the video that was just put out, purely and simply because normally I would record a second episode on, the day after. However, today, when I went and picked up my daughter from daycare, the beautiful little cherub, it would appear that she's come home with a fever. So, okay, what? Okay, earlier, when I grabbed the horse feed, it literally dumped it out in there. I have no idea why it's deciding not to do the same with the pig food. So, let's not worry about that. We'll just put our pig food here. I may end up getting a couple of pigs, just exactly like I did with the chickens, just literally to use up the food, and once I've got them, I'll get rid of them. Once I've used up the food, I will get rid of them. But in the meantime, let's put the horse's oats. That could be the reason why the horse's oats, the horse's food went straight in. Come on. So anyway, I was telling you about little Miss G, how she comes home from kindy and she's got a fever. So it would appear that tomorrow, today, however you want to see it, when I'm actually putting this video out, more than likely while I've been editing, she's been here in the background, and yeah, so it's just thought I'd get to and record this next episode badly for yous. So yeah, we can see what happens and get things out. I'm hoping that the thumbnail for today's, or this episode, will be, the factory begins. At least that's the plan. The other plan that I've got is to get rid of the horse pen up there. In fact, you know what, I'll just put this over here for now. Get this well out of the way. May end up selling this forklift at some point. But of what we can sell, would help if I go into the right menu. We will get rid of our large horse paddock. That's what I'm looking for. So that's gone. We will keep the large cow pasture. The sheep, I'm not too sure if that will go to a factory, but definitely the pig enclosure will eventually go. You know what, while I'm here, let's see what factories that and what factories will take. Okay, obviously that's the one that I want to use next. So 15 grand, we can afford it now that we've gotten rid of the horse paddock, but beforehand, we'll need some biodiesel to get that up and running. I have heard that regular diesel will work, but at this point, we won't worry about that. Okay. Barrels, biodiesel, boards, cheese. Of course, we'll need milk, and I have no idea what the third symbol means, but, chips, we can use potatoes. Okay. Flour. That's self-explanatory. I'm looking for what we can do with sheep's wool. It would appear we really can't do anything with the sheep's wool. So while we're at it, let's just get rid of the sheep pasture as well. Basically, by getting rid of all these different these different animal, I will get what I'm thinking out in a moment. Once we get all these different animal pens sold off, it then opens us up to a greater possibility of, okay, that's not part of our field. It opens us up to being able to use these factories a lot better, or a lot more efficiently. What do you reckon? That looks good about there. I do also want to put the confectionery in, but we also need to produce sugar before that. So let's soy drink, sugar. So we will end up doing that one as well. 32 grand. Let's see where we can put that. Hopefully you can't really hear Little Miss G in the background. But unfortunately that's her having a bit of a coughing fit there. Let's swing that one around. Right. Don't own this land. Let's put, yep, that there. Looks as though I'm going to have to do some terrain editing. Let's go see how that is. Take this tractor up. You hear your little one's sick and all you want to do is go in and take the illness away from them. I'd be sick 10 times over than let the poor little cherub suffer. Okay, so swing around here. Okay, that's a bit of a bump up, but nothing we can't handle there. Now the big question is, how bad is this one? That's pretty bad. Okay. Will it be easier to come from a different direction? Yes, it will. So, let's just quickly see how much, not that I can afford it, but let's see how much Field 40 is to buy. 525,000. Okay, we're not buying that anytime soon. But we are going to have to work on that. It's alright, we'll get there. Just until such time, some poor farmer's going to be angry at us for cutting through his crops. Alright, so just take this tractor back home. We'll go back into our menu here and I'll just show you how accidentally I've managed to Okay, I have no idea why it's not showing me, but anyway, that's fully fertilized now. As okay, where's our field 30? Okay, that's now fully fertilized and limed. Don't ask me why things have disappeared, but you know. Alright, so I will I'll bring this back when all this is fully grown and ready to harvest. For you guys, it'll be a couple of minutes, or a few seconds know I continuously say a couple of minutes, but I do mean a few seconds, or even a second. For me, it'll be considerably longer, but, you know, them's the breaks. So, as promised, here we are, ready to harvest. Now, which direction? It's a good thing that I never have crop destruction on, because otherwise the crop would be useless right about now. One day, seriously, one day I will go without running into something. You know, it's kind of hilarious. When I'm off camera, I'm actually not a bad driver. But, you know, as soon as I get this camera rolling, everything goes wrong. Okay, so I don't know if canola leaves a straw swath, so no, it doesn't. It's all good. Let's get this done. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've got my first full trailer load of canola. So let's go over here. We open this up, and just like in the animals, we move that over and we confirm it. So it's costing us £15,000. So, from what I understand, the biodiesel will be spat out there. So we put the regular diesel there, and we put our canola in there. So let's, because I happen to push that way accidentally, let's bring over our diesel, and let's get that happening first. So any background noise that you guys are going to hear in this one, specifically coughing and Mrs. G talking to little Miss G, once again that's purely and simply because I've got one little sick cherub on my hands. So yeah, we'll just at some point this will give me the option to unload here. There we are. Okay, we really didn't have much in the way of diesel to give, but hey, So let's get the canola in. Hopefully I'm a little bit better at backing this trailer than what I was the last one. And in it goes. Okay, so if I get to and open up the animals section here, it's now telling me that we have some diesel, and we've got canola. Now, like other animals, it tells us that we're in the red. However, that's more of a recommended amount, not an exact how much we actually need. So we can actually get going with just a small amount that we've got in there. We don't need to fill it all the way up. So while we've got the money, I will get to and buy some more diesel to put into our diesel factory. First of all, let's get all this canola harvested, and we can put clearly quite a lot into that factory. So once again, as just like before, I'll put this onto a time lapse and see you in a few moments. And now for the final load of canola. So you've seen quite a few different things happen during that time lapse. I am getting better at not stumbling over what I'm trying to say. I'm actually getting proud of myself. So anyway, yeah, I flicked through machines in the wrong directions and things like that, but hey, I'm improving my reversing skills, if nothing else. So the final 25,000, well, 2,500 odd litres of canola can go in. Now, as per the rules of what we've set ourselves, or what I've set us, we can't sell anything until we have something made from the factories to sell. So I could not make any money out of this canola. But like all the animals in this game, once you get a factory nicely fed and watered, it's happy. So again, now that we've put stuff in, we're at 99% productivity, and we've got about 18,000 odd litres worth of canola in the factory. Let's jump into our truck here. Let's go and get some diesel. Let's spend 10 grand on diesel. Yeah, so hi-ho, off we go. Let's turn on some lights, eh? I'm going to be the sod driving through town with his high beams on. You know, the one we all hate. Try not to run anyone over. Try not to have any crashes this time. I'm sure people would actually appreciate that for a change. Oh, that's awesome. All these streetlights coming on just in time for me to run them all over. Clearly, the game's reset all these signposts and everything like that. Once again, just in time for me to knock everything over. Okay, let's go to the Tenko fix. Okay. Alright. I'll do a bit of a cut here and I'll see when I'm down to $4,000. Okay, you know what? I know what I said and changed what I'm saying. Kind of got bored of waiting. So we got considerably more money than what I thought I'd say. I dropped it down to $8,000 and yeah, so let's get this back to the factory. Hey, that was close. Nearly ran into a parked fence. Alright. Taking corners too sharply. That's the way I roll. Okay, so when I find my gap in my trees, there's one. Or at least soon to be one where I get to and cut it down at some point. Alright. Let's get that diesel into there and then... Okay. Yeah. You know, that seemed a lot better while I was actually filling up. And here we are, Gavino Grade Biodiesel, 100% sunflower and diesel. Available at all good leading retail outlets. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. What I will do between now and next time is I will get that fertilised and we will get some wheat into it. Yeah. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope to see us next time. As always, leave any questions, queries, and otherwise in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Cheers!